Welcome everybody to another episode of Friday Tea with JG. Today I'm speaking with Principal Jerry Gaston of Tahoma Elementary School. Jerry, welcome.
Thanks.
What I wanted to do today is just get an understanding and help the audience get an understanding of who you are, about TES, and why potentially they should, have you watching over their children for a number of hours a day. So if you would, help us understand who you are and how you kind of became the principal of TES.
Nothing gets me more excited than talking about this wonderful school of ours. As you know, we're taking care of your two sons.
Mm-hmm.
My journey to TES was that I was a school principal at one of the 4 elementary schools in the Tahoma School District.
Okay.
And in our growth and expansion, because so many people are continuing to move here, we went from 4 to 6 in 2017.
Okay.
And so I was asked to come and open one of the 2 new schools,
Nice.
which happens to be on this historic campus.
Okay.
And that historic campus part is really important to me too. To be able to take over a campus with an almost 100-year history of this community coming together to support education in kids, it gives me goosebumps to think about.
Yeah. Cool. So you talked about the history of this campus. Can you give us a little understanding of what that is?
Yeah, 1926, February, the campus opened as the first ever Tahoma High School.
Okay.
And had, my understanding is 46 students come that year.
Wow.
Built with a community bond for $60,000.
My gosh.
It was a high school for many, many years.
Yeah.
Later, when the new high school was built, now the old high school also, it became a junior high, and then it became a middle school. And it was 7 years ago when we got to take over as elementary.
Wow. Nice. How many students do you have here currently?
We had, on the last day of school, 692 students here at Tahoma Elementary.
Nice.
So the schools in Tahoma, the elementary schools in Tahoma, have traditionally been larger than a lot of our neighboring districts.
Yeah.
The good news about that is that we've also used that kind of economy of scale to provide a higher level of service to each of the kids. And even though almost 700 is a really big elementary, when you look across the state of Washington or across our nation, it feels like a pretty homey place.
Both my kids go here. And I have to say that they have loved their experience here. You and I have obviously talked multiple times, and you've always been really responsive, really encouraging, and a great partner in helping raise my children. So, my question is, how do you interact with the community? How do you help to build that trust within the community and the school?
I think part of the benefit of being in the Tahoma School District is we are a community. I think that word to use is really well placed. There's a sense that the staff and the parents are together, that we have a common purpose of why we're collaborating and cooperating together to make good things happen for kids. And that partnership makes it easy to continue to have a partnership. Right. It just kind of drives that to continue. And I think some evidence that it works is, satisfaction surveys from the students and parents show that both those groups are highly satisfied with the schools that they're attending or that their schools are attending. I think when I talk to colleagues in surrounding districts, they have trouble finding applicants for jobs. Last year we had a third grade teacher opening and had 100 applicants in a week. So people still want to be here.
Yeah.
And people stay for the long term because they're committed to that kind of collaborative.
So oftentimes parents want to be involved in schools. They want to join the PTA, or they want to join watchdog groups, or whatever that might be. How can parents work with TES on a volunteer basis?
Yeah, well, you mentioned a couple of them. PTO and watchdogs are two that really stand out.
Okay.
Certainly, helping out in classrooms is another area where we see a lot of volunteers. I'd say on a daily basis, we have probably 30 volunteers coming through the campus for one reason or another. And we like, and by we, not just the school, but the PTO likes to, kind of take the volunteering that we can get. So we definitely try to have a low stress volunteer program.
The best time.
You have busy lives, but I know you want to be a part of the school, and we want to help support that in any way we can.
Okay. Let me ask something else. As you're thinking about the future of TES, let's say over the next 3 to 5 years, what does that look like for you? How do you see this school continuing to grow and thrive?
Yeah, I think we're on the right track to have a decade of being a school under our belts here in a few years. And that still is a relatively new school.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited in Tahoma that we've got Ginger Collison. Dr. Collison's coming to be our new superintendent.
Okay.
I think she has a richness of experiences in several area school districts. Mm-hmm. She lives close to the community and is really enthusiastic about taking what we've already done and building on it in new ways. I think one of the things always on my mind here is that we have a shared leadership model. I have a leadership team comprised of all the different stakeholders in our community that come together and thoroughly think out decisions that are affecting the students. I think that's pretty exciting to look forward to continuing as well.
Excellent. Well, hey, Jerry, I really appreciate you sitting down, spending some time with me today. And is there anything before we go that potential people moving into the area should know?
If you see something for sale, you should grab it fast.
Yeah.
I do know that, we hear from realtors pretty often out here at Tahoma Elementary saying, hey, if you hear about one of your families that's getting ready to move, would you call? Because I've got a list of families that want to come.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically to Tahoma, and even more specifically to Tahoma Elementary. Feels good to be part of a system that people want to come to.
Yeah, 100%. Well, hey, again, thank you. It has been a pleasure talking to you this morning.
Yeah.
And look forward to having my kids in here next year.
Good luck. Thank you.